Hi, my name's Woody, and I hate rigging 3D characters. Now, whenever you see a 3D character on screen in a video game, or a movie, or a TV show, that is a moving mass of geometry. A bunch of little points that are all connected to each other, and those points are moved around by bones. And the bones, with their controls and their connection back to those points, is called a rig. And we like rigs because you don't want to have to move all of these little points individually. Trust me. However, I'm not good at this. This channel isn't even about rigging. It's called Woody Devs, not Woody Rigs. So if I'm gonna get better at this, I need the help of a professional. Thanks to Sony for sponsoring this video.
Why did you think to ask me for help with this subject, by the way?
I feel like people mostly know you for your like haha claymation 3D cool videos, but what people don't know is that you're also a full pipeline 3D artist who works in the game industry. And I feel like I ask you all of my annoying rigging questions, and I have like rigging gore to show you.
Oh no, gore of my comfort character.
No.
Okay, we can do that.
My arm is wrong. Part of it is I have this like terrible, evil, constricted shirt design. Really unfortunate.
Can you send me this? Can you send me this file immediately, Woody Devs?
Yeah, I can send you it.
Oh my god, why is it like this, Woody Devs? What the hell? You know, we're gonna get too squared away, Woody Devs.
Oh, thank God.
So here's your problem.
Yeah.
Think about what your clavicle does. We think about moving your arms, but what will help you with weight painting is thinking about movement holistically.
Wait a second. This video needs title cards. Oh my God, I almost forgot.
Lift your arm up and feel your clavicle.
Yeah.
That's gonna help you with your weight painting.
Why is it that rigging right around the armpits and shoulders is so incredibly difficult to get right?
Sometimes, because it's a high movement area, you know, you need pretty clean geometry for that, so that actually becomes kind of important. And there are different philosophies for the best way to model like a shoulder, for example. I'm not like a purist in that.
There actually are a few different philosophies about this, specifically about modeling for poses. Now, pose can dramatically change the way that a character gets topologized, the way that you set up your model, and change how the character moves when you add your rig. There's T-poses, which are more classical. This is the one my current character uses, but I'm an idiot and I no longer use them.
I would say that for something that needs to stretch a lot, you end up not having as many edge loops, and if you're building your character in a T-pose, you may run into some problems getting the shoulders to look rounded and shaped right when the arms are going straight down, which is part of why I shy away from T-poses.
Then there's A-poses, which place the arms at a 45-degree angle and allow for forearm bend. This is the good one. You get to define the bend before your weights define it for you. The A-pose is actually what Epic Games uses on pretty much all of their characters, even though they'll still sell you a Fortnite T-pose emote for 200 V-bucks. Jonesy, you don't use these. Last but not least, there's biblically accurate rigs, which once you have your model in the pose that you want, and you have your bones placed in places that make sense for real bones, it's time to weight paint. One of the biggest secrets that Savannah taught me is that you kinda don't really ever wanna have to do it. You may think it's time to just get out the brush, go to your bone group, and just start slapping that red stuff everywhere. But that's not the case. Weight painting is very precise, so instead, you wanna do this in edit mode. Let's say that I've automatically weighted my bones, and I've noticed the chest is going crazy. Well, in this case, I can start removing weight in areas where I don't think it would deform. However, if I need to add a little bit, I can just go back to the panel, add a custom amount, and assign it to the vertices. I can test multiple values until I find the one that feels right for this part of the character. And if I want to spread that out, I can do that with the averaging tool and the smudge brush. I don't actually have to paint on any weights at all. Bonus tip, you can also use the keyboard shortcut Control-Shift-X in Blender to be able to easily find the different groups and be able to switch between them while you're in weight painting. Earlier, we talked a little bit about armpits. These are concave areas, which makes them nightmare fuel to fix with just weights. So instead, we can use a little trick called Corrective Shapekeys. Think of shape keys as alternative editing to your model that you can fade in between. Taking all your little vertices and shoving them around. They're really easy to use. Just make sure that you have the correct shape key selected and then start messing around with them in edit mode. Savannah uses drivers on all of her models to be able to automatically apply shape keys while she's animating.
All you have to do is like go in and you make the shape key like you model it, and then you tell it when this bone is in this range. Do it automatically. So the rig knows like, okay, arm's going up. It's time to start turning on that shape key.
That's nice, because that saves you a lot of animation animation time.
It does.
This is a really great trick in every animator's toolbox to be able to make sure that even if the weights are failing them, they can still make adjustments. Now, Savannah mostly hand animates all of her videos. I use motion capture, and I'm actually using today's sponsor, Mocopy, to get my motion capture into this video right now. Everything that you're seeing is coming off the Mocopy Pro, which I am streaming live into Unreal. And in Unreal, I'm procedurally applying the little stop motion feature that you see, which creates this like kind of claymation effect. But it's motion capture. It's a really neat system. I'm currently using the Mocopy Pro with the 12 sensor version because I can show off my elbows a little bit more. I can show off my knees a little bit more. I can show off kind of whatever I really want to show off, which I think is great. So now that I have better shoulders and some rad mocap, I think I'm all good to go. Is there anything you want people to check out from this video? Do you want to plug anything?
Nah, they know where to find me.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then it's better this way.